What's up again, everybody? I was at Target today, and I was literally at the only Target that still had these Keyforge starter sets in my area, and the temptation was just too great, and the deal, I think, is just so good. It's only, a couple of dollars more than buying 2 decks, and I just have that itch right now to open decks and to take a look at this brand new set. So I went and I got one. There's still some left, but I picked up a single set more than I had before, so now I have 4 Keyforge Worlds Collide decks, and I thought I'd open them along with you. I also thought we'd do something kind of fun. Let's do this. This is deck number 1 that we're going to open in this video, and then we're going to make another video opening deck 2. Before I open either of these decks, tell me in a comment, do you think deck 1 will be better, or do you think deck 2 will be better? Leave a comment below, and I'll take a look at that, see if you get it right. But first, let's look at deck number 1. Deck number 1. Here goes nothing. I'm just gonna rip it good. I've got to. Let's do this the fun way, where oh man, look at this house. These houses. None of the new houses. This happened last time. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. I've been hoping and dreaming for a deck that has something to do with music. I am a musician, and so this is perfect. Let's do the opening like this as well. I'm gonna straight up open the deck without looking at the card, the summary card, the deck card. Well, geez, I don't know. Maybe I won't because they don't make pull tabs on these things. Oh, goodness. The goal is to be surprised along with you. That's the goal. But I don't know if I can get this. Yeah, I can. There we go. It's starting to happen. Oh, goodness. Jump ahead. Just jump ahead.
I promise I won't look.
Wait. I'll use this disc pin. I get it. I'll use this disc pin to poke just the tiniest of holes. Oh, it worked. Did it work? Don't stab yourself on the disc pin. Don't stab yourself on the disc pin. Ah, it's working. Come on, disc pin. There we go. I should just have scissors right next to this desk at all times. This is absurd. There's probably just a better way. Okay, we got it. I think we got it. Oh, good lord. This is so difficult to do without looking at the card. Okay, here we go. Just cover up this pin that I used to open up the the deck. I should have used my Shadows pin to match the or the Logos pin. I don't know where the logo. Here it is. I should have used one of these. What was I doing? Using the one that's not actually in the house. All right, let's take a look. This is the card. We'll set that off to the side over there. And let's take a look at each and every card in this together, shall we? Starting with Babbling Bibliophile. It's a 1-power cyborg scientist. Reap, draw 2 cards. That is sick. That's a good comment. Wow. Reap, draw 2 cards. You gotta stick around. He doesn't have elusive. Sanitation Engineer, we got him in one of our previous decks. He's a common afterward. Thorium Plasmate as well. Gives you an amber. It's pretty good. Titan Guardian, I hadn't seen him before. Taunt, 5 power, 1 armor. He's a beast cyborg. That's interesting. Beast and cyborg. Destroyed if he is not on a flank, draw 2 cards. Man, I love drawing cards. I never am sad when oh, hey, Wild Wormhole. Would you look at that? I am never sad when I open a Logos deck, or when I see a Logos deck, I should say. I could be sad when I open one. 3, Wormhole Technician, 3 power, Reap. Reveal the top card of your deck if it is a Logos card, then play it, otherwise archive it. Wow, so it's just never bad, except the part where you show it to your opponent. Anomaly Exploiter, okay. Not bad, not great. Dr. Millie. 2 power creature scientist play. For each creature your opponent controls in excess of you, not counting Dr. Millie, archive a card. Interesting. So you don't actually have to count Dr. Millie, which means if you play this and they have like 2, you archive 2. Oh, there's 2 Dr. Millies. Those are both uncommons. I don't know how many cards deep we are. Seismo Entangler, uncommon as well. Do we get any rares in this? Oh, Crazy Killing Machine. Unfortunate. Probably the last card of that. No, Master of the Theory's in there as well, which is actually a pretty fun little card. So there's some archive in this in this logos package, which is nice. Okay, on to Shadows, Vinda. We have one of her already, but there she is, just in case. Let's just make a second pile of the thing. Bad Penny's back in the set, back in the deck as well. Musician Whitman. J Vinda. 2 power Elf Thief Elusive. Reap. Deal 1 to a creature. If this destroys it, deal 1. So nice little combo with Bad Penny. That's pretty cool. Ronnie Wristlocks is a great card. Is there another Ronnie Wristlocks? That'd be great. No, but we're on to Simon. He's got that fight. Put a creature on top of the owner's deck, which is a really cool combo. Yangtze Gang. So just full of creatures so far in the Shadows side. Into the Night. Until the start of your next turn, non-Shadows creatures cannot be used to fight. Cool. That includes your own, but assuming you're naming Shadows. Ooh, Oubliette's back. I didn't know that. Purge a creature with power 3 or lower. It's a good card. Subtle Chain. Gives you an amber. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. That card is so mean. That's not a nice card. 2 Subtle Chains. Got to get them, right? Got to get them. Just discard. Gain an amber, you lose a card. Too much to protect is back too. Oh, that's pretty good. That should be like the last logo. Oh, no, there's Lethal Distraction as well. That's the rare of the one. That's the rare. All right. Are we done with? Yeah. Now we're on to, ooh, Cauldron Boil. On to Untamed. Give you an amber and then says play, deal damage to each creature equal to the amount of damage on that creature. So if they've taken 2, then they take 2 more. Pretty cool. Ghost Hawk. I think that's a really cool card. A couple of Reap effects in here and in there as well. Reap, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good if it sticks. 2 Ghost Hawks. And it's a play ability, so you get the fast trigger. A Key Charge. Is there a way? I guess too much to protect kind of help. No, actually, no. That just, they lose it, right? You don't steal 2. Do you steal? I forgot. Yeah, you do steal. That's crazy. Rust Gnar. Yep. Generally a fine card. Tentadlin. A card I don't like seeing, so I'm going to move past it. Unnatural Selection. Choose 3 friendly creatures and 3 enemy creatures. Destroy each other creature. Okay, gives you an amber as well, which is kind of interesting. Little board wipe. 2 little board wipes. This seems like a fine deck. Flaxia. That's really good with Key Charge. And this does have a lot of creatures in it. Gabuk. I don't know. 5 power creature beast. Destroyed. Discard the top card of your deck. If it is a creature, after he leaves play, Gibuk, whatever, put that creature into play in Gibuk's position on the battle line. So you swap it out. Okay, down to the last 2 cards. The Feathered Shaman. 2 power elusive. Fight, reap, ward each of the Feathered Shaman's neighbors. That's really cool. And the final card, Giant Gnawbill. 5 power creature beast. This is the rare. After a player chooses an active house, that player destroys an artifact of that house. Now, this is interesting because it doesn't say destroys one of their artifacts. If you have that same house, you can actually lose your artifact as well, which would kind of suck. But that is the deck. Let's take a look at the full list now, covering up the QR code. So that's the list in its entirety. That's kind of hard to read. I wonder if I can make that sharper for you. If I cover up this and then I make it like that. So there's the full list of the deck. I love those subtle chains, man. Those are really good. And 2 Dr. Millies seems fun. Yeah, not a bad deck overall. And I finally have one that is musician related. Me being a trained musician is kind of cool to have something that relates to that, because I am, after all, a music teacher. So it's nice to have something that relates to my profession. So that's deck number 1. Deck number 1 in the books. Let's see if you were correct. If you guessed that this would be the better deck, check out the second video and compare the 2 and let me know in a comment below which you think is the better of the 2 decks. Now that you've seen all of deck 1, just hop over to deck number 2 and give me a comment on which one you think is better. As always, everybody, thanks for watching.